Good evening, everybody. It's your friend Sean Vanderlee here to read a little poetry with you this fine evening. Tonight, we're going back in time to the 9th century. We're going across the Pacific to China, ancient China, to read the poems of Han Shan, Cold Mountain. Take a look at that beautiful cover. Sometimes, my friends, it is okay to judge a book by its cover. Beautiful cover, beautiful book. I got interested in Cold Mountain many years ago when I read Jack Kerouac's book, The Dharma Bums, which discusses Han Shan and Shi Te and in depth and talks about how those sorts of archetypes informed Jack Kerouac's own interpretation of Buddhism and life. I'm not going to get into that today. I'm just going to read the poems. They're beautiful poems. We're going to start right at the very beginning. The verses are numbered, beginning with number 1. Towering cliffs were the home I chose, bird trails beyond human tracks. What does my yard contain? White clouds clinging to dark rocks. Every year I've lived here, I've seen the seasons change. All you owners of tripods and bells, what good are empty names? I'll just take a quick pause here just to say the legend of Han Shan of Cold Mountain is such that this gentleman, the poet, lived in a cave way up high in a mountain. That's the bare bones Coles Notes version of that. You can read more about that in the introduction to this book or on Wikipedia. But just so you know, this guy put his money where his mouth was and literally was living in a cave on a mountain, in at least partly in that ascetic tradition. It's not unique to China, but definitely has its own Chinese flavor out there. 2. All you who read my poems, guard your purity of heart. Let your greed be modesty, your flattery be honesty. Put an end to evil karma. Trust your own true nature. Find your Buddha body today. Do it fast as an order. 3. The Cold Mountain road is strange. No tracks of cart or horse. Hard to recall which merging stream, or tell which piled up ridge. A myriad plants weep with dew. The pines all sigh the same. Here, where the trail disappears, form asks shadow, where to? 4. Looking for a refuge, Cold Mountain will keep you safe. A faint wind stirs dark pines. Come closer, the sound gets better. Below them sits a gray-haired man, chanting Taoist texts. 10 years unable to return, he forgot the way he came. 5. My mind is like the autumn moon, clear and bright in a pool of jade. Nothing can compare. What more can I say? 6. The mountains are so cold, not just now but every year. Crowded ridges breathe in snow. Sunless forests breathe out mist. Nothing grows until graying years. Leaves fall before autumn begins. A lost traveler here looks in vain for the sky. 7. A moth-browed girl in town, how her pendants chime. teasing a parrot before the flowers, playing a lute beneath the moon. Her singing echoes for months. Thousands watch her breathless dance. But surely this won't last. The hibiscus can't bear cold. 8. A fine young man on horseback waves his whip at the willows. He can't imagine death. He builds no boat or ladder. The seasonal flowers are lovely until the day they wither and fade. Rock sugar and clarified butter mean nothing when you're dead. 9. I longed to visit the eastern cliff, countless years until today. I finally grabbed a vine and climbed, but halfway there met mist and wind. The trail was too narrow for clothes, the moss too slick for shoes. I stopped beneath the cinnamon tree and slept with a cloud for a pillow. I think that's enough for one night. Thank you for reading with me. I hope that you learned a little bit about the way a person in China, not that different from us, even though there's 1100 years or so between our lives, how he looked at the world. I hope that stirs up something within you, or maybe nothing, or I hope that you at least enjoyed listening to me reading and that you got something from this. Anyways, I will leave you to it. We'll resume with Cold Mountain soon. In the meantime, I wish you the very best. Thank you for listening.